Hello everyone, this is 강두. Today is a little bit tired now. Today is already the 27th day of my 66-day challenge. At this point, doing this challenge feels natural, almost like brushing my teeth in the morning. It's just part of my daily life now. The weather was absolutely beautiful today. The sky was so clear with just a few clouds floating here and there. I started work at 8 a.m. but I had actually taken a half day off. Why? Because I had something very special planned. I was going to attend 조남호's book concert. I worked hard until noon, had lunch, and then headed to 광화문. The event was held on the 32nd floor of the 교보생명 building. When I got there, the perfect seat I wanted was still available. That felt like a good sign. And let me tell you, the book concert was absolutely incredible. The moment Jo남ho walked in, the first thought in my head was, I'm so glad I came. As soon as he began speaking, I focused with the highest level of concentration I've ever had. Every single word felt meaningful. Since I had already read his books and watched many of his videos, I was familiar with his ideas, but hearing them live delivered so naturally and directly was a whole new experience. He wasn't just repeating the same old lecture. Instead, he spoke more freely, knowing the audience was already familiar with his philosophy. That made it even more engaging. Let me share a part of the lecture with you. He said that in Korea, many people are what he calls purpose-driven. People like him, and even people like me, have often lived in a very purpose-centered way without questioning it. But over time, this kind of thinking creates problems that eventually rise to the surface, forcing us to find new ways of living. Before the lecture began, the audience was asked to submit their biggest concerns through a Google form, and one of the first questions was this: should I do what I love even if it doesn't pay well? Or should I do something I don't really like but the pay is a lot? This is such a common dilemma in life. Many of us face crossroads where it feels impossible to choose one clear answer. Personally, I've often relied on my intuition when making such decisions. And you know what? It has worked out for me. I don't regret those choices because I know that as long as I move forward without looking back, the path I chose becomes my world, my universe. Sure, maybe if I had taken a different path, something better could have happened. But then again, maybe not. Who knows? The point is, the present reality is my reality. The choices I have made were mine. The choices I've made are mine. And I should embrace them fully with love. Inside those choices, of course, there was both unpleasant experiences and happy ones. But here's the key. Don't judge them. Don't assign value labels like good or bad. Human worth cannot and should not be measured by appearance, skills, or external success. Because if we keep judging others by those standards, eventually those same judgments will come back to hurt us. They will turn into cynicism, emptiness, or an endless obsession with purpose. And in the end, that only makes life harder. Yes, living this was means we will sometimes get hurt by the world, by people who are still trapped in that purpose-driven mindset. But if we live like this philosophy, loving our choices, not labeling every moment, we can live each day with fullness, gratitude, and even joy. It won't always be easy, but it's possible for anyone. For me, this book concert was such a powerful reminder. I felt inspired, recharged, and truly grateful for the experience. I hope you, too, had a weekend full of happiness and meaning. Thank you so much for listening today, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.